Good morning, good morning, good morning. First off, I gotta mention the photo. So those of you that saw me online saw a picture of me surrounded by cars. So I'm gonna get to that in just a minute. Then got to see me do this. You got to see this, and so you're wondering why I didn't have the two syncs. I will explain in just a moment. I will explain in just a moment. But anyway, welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host, I'm Sacred Rights, and I am an author. I'm an author of this book most recently, Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. So make sure you check it out. It's the time for New Year's resolutions, a time for this book, because we all know you're going to experience some pain, and this book will help you move through that pain. All right, I gotta slow down a little bit. Okay, so shout out to New Thought Media Network. I think my mom said this is the side, even though to me it shows it on this side. It shows it to me on this side, New Thought Media Network, but maybe it's showing this side for you. So welcome. I'm sorry. Thank you, New Thought Media Network, for giving me the energy to do this every day. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. And just a reminder: do not take your investing decisions from me. Like, I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and I'm having fun doing it. And so as I move forward, you can take what I give you and see what I'm doing, but don't use what I'm doing as what you should do. Always find out what you're doing. Always find out what you're doing. All right. So today is 2 days after Christmas. 2 days after Christmas. Now let me explain the photo. The photo is interesting. So first of all, I'm on my mom's computer. This right here is my mom's computer. My computer is dead because I left my charging cable in New York. And so I ordered a charging cable, hasn't gotten here yet, but I'm using my mom's computer. And so I was looking for a photo of me on my mom's computer. And I pulled it up, and wouldn't you know, I was like, what is this? What is this? And this comes from my long time career of being a car test driver. Now I know that if you never heard of that, you're like, what? A car test driver? Yeah, I used to test drive cars. Well, let me not say used to. I may still end up doing this again. But I used to test drive cars, and I would write a story or videotape a story that would let you know how that car was in terms of fitting into your life, right? And I say, this car is dope. This car is not so good. And I would do that. And so anyway, I got to test drive the most amazing cars, Matter of fact, I got really spoiled. I got really spoiled because I was like, your car doesn't have such and such. This car doesn't have this. So really swollen with that job. But anyway, this appears. I don't have it here. But this appears to be a museum of Cadillac's making. I think that's a Cadillac. I'm pretty sure that's a Cadillac next to me. And I don't know where I am. Because my wait a minute. I gotta check my list. From my mom. No, I got aphasia written down, but I don't have the other one written down. Amnesia. So the way my amnesia works is usually I tune into something, and then it'll grow and grow and grow. So maybe over the next couple of days, I'll fully remember. But what we have is this huge museum of Cadillac cars, beautiful beautiful cars, right? And I'm going to try to zoom in to show that little plaque in front of the car. So I got to zoom in on that. But regardless, let me tell you about my relationship that I do remember with Cadillac. I do remember that Cadillac hosts all kinds of things. Cadillac hosts all kinds of things. And the most notable thing was they hosted the American Black Film Festival. The American Black Festival, uh, the American Black Film Festival, which is where I met Fee King. But I went to went to the American Black Film Festival just on an arbitrary thing. Just went. I don't even know how I was there, but I went that first time, and where I met Fee, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." But then later on in life, Cadillac was like, "Hey, say, cool, you want to come and talk about Cadillac's involvement?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I would go to ABFF each year, no matter where it was, New York, LA, wherever it was, and because they moved it around a little bit when she was trying to get used to it. So I would follow them around and I would just live the Cadillac experience. All the things that Cadillac would do, lining up with the film festival, I would do. And I was like really blown away. Really, because you have to get yourself in mind for what this car company is doing at this event. What this car company is doing at this event. So you have to get your mind accustomed to it. And not what anybody else is doing, but specifically what this car maker is doing. And so had some fun things. They introduced me to Anthony Anderson. They introduced me to, I mean, all kinds of celebrities. And they had me backstage with a bunch of journalists and well, a small group of journalists. So yeah, that was a very interesting career, let's say, a very interesting career. And so that's why that's why I got that picture from my mom. And mind you, that's just one of many photos. I found some other photos. I was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? And so I will continue to tease out these photos. So anyway, that's why you saw the photo today. Okay. Oh yeah, here's Fee. Here's Fee. Yes. We met at the ABFF 20 years ago. Yeah, we met at the ABFF before any of that sexiness, before any of the things. Because when you roll with Cadillac, I mean, you just have to know. You have to know because of the name. The Cadillac is going to be swaggy. They're going to be fresh. So they had us in everything related to them, and they did a lot of stuff for for. I was trying to think of something. It just got the tip of it, but it faded away. Sorry, I almost had it, but anyway, yeah. So Cadillac at the ABFF was dope. I don't know if they're still sponsoring, but maybe they still want to title sponsors. If so, lots of fun stuff. Lots of fun stuff. Yeah, the Cadillac experience. Yeah, because it's very different going as a regular person and then going as the sponsor. It's very different. It's very different. Let me give you one example. One example is you walk everywhere. Small area, you walk everywhere as a normal person participating. But when you're with Cadillac, you get chauffeured in the Cadillac Escalade everywhere you want to go, and they wait for you when you want to leave. It's very cool. It's very cool. So you slide into the Cadillac Escalade, and it was cool. That was cool. So yeah, that was pretty cool. All right, so I wanted to tell you about that, and I wanted to correct my errors from yesterday. Yesterday, I was trying to post the information about my article my article that I wrote about my experience being raised, mm, teaching. Well, no, not teaching. Being. Uh, Wait a minute now. I want to talk about my experience being raised to experience Kwanzaa as opposed to Christmas. To experience Kwanzaa as opposed to Christmas. That's how I was raised. And people think that there was just a little bit of, people think all kinds of things, but there was some issues with Kwanzaa. I don't remember that. I don't remember anything other than I remember celebrating Kwanzaa every year, and that was it for me until much later in life. So that's interesting. So I want to talk about the uh, the article because I said the article yesterday and I blew it. I blew it. So let me give it to you again. So Hambaragani. See, first of all, my mom wrote this down. My mom wrote this out. My mom wrote this out. I was like, oh, that's great, Mom. So thanks, Mom, for writing this out. So Kwanzaa. So Umoja is the first principle. Umoja. Umoja. I don't know how I could forget that one. But Umoja is always the first principle. It's a principle where people gather around, do fun things, right? Day after Christmas is Kwanzaa, right? Umoja. And so I did that one. And also Hambaragani is the call. You say Hambaragani, and the person says back Umoja. Hambaragani, Umoja. Well, yesterday you would have said unity. Hambaragani, Umoja. Hambaragani today is Kujichagulia. Now I was thinking Kujichagulia was Hambaragani. I got it mixed up in my head, but now I got it written down. So Bargani, Umoja is yesterday, unity, and Kujichagulia is today, self-determination. I'm going to do them all because I'm not sure when I'll be able to continue this, right? So, Ujima, let me do the Hambaragani. So Hambaragani, Umoja. Hambaragani, Kujichagulia. Hambaragani, Ujima, collective responsibility. Oh, I forgot to identify them. Let me start over. Okay, here you go. One more time. Hambaragani, Umoja, unity. Hambaragani, Kujichagulia, self-determination. Hambaragani, Ujima, collective responsibility. Hambaragani, Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Hambaragani, Nia, purpose. Hambaragani, Kuumba, creativity. And Hambaragani, Amani, faith. Right? So just when I got the last name, I remember all the people that I know who've been named Nia or Amani, just like that name. People who are interested in Kwanzaa. I was a group of folks during my college years that I always had those names. Had Nia or Amani, those are the names, right? But anyway, so that was the celebration. And as I said, we would gather in someone's house. It would be epic. It would be festive, and we would talk about it. And obviously, the children would always get called to speak. My mom actually referred this to me yesterday. I don't remember it at all. I don't remember it all, but she said that there was something that we were invited to, and when we got there, they were like, "And now we'd like to hear from Dr. Ford." And they handed it to my mom, and my mom was like, "What?" And then they handed it to me, and I apparently knew that this was Kujichagulia, self-determination, la 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 la, and I just knew it everything. And so I just think that's funny because I had been so enculturated into it because this is what we did every year. And so those are my interesting my interesting Hambaragani, I guess. That's my news. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I forgot to post article. But the funniest thing was I hit up Reverend Mel because I was thanking her for getting it right, getting it right, correcting me where I got things wrong yesterday. And she sent me the article. And I was like, what? People know that I wrote this article? Like, how far out does this article go? So you might already know about the article. You might already know about the article. But I will post the article. I'll post the article on Facebook. I'll post the article on Facebook today as soon as I finish this show, and so you can see it. And by the way, I said it yesterday. I said it again. It was well written. It was well written. I was like, wow, this guy's really good. And that's far from me being like, fly with it. But I was really impressed. I was really impressed with something that was just like a throwaway article. Oh, not a throwaway article, but something that I must have done quick. I would imagine that I did quick in the in the in the in the in the days of me doing fast articles, right? Because I recall as a journalist, I was writing articles fast. I was writing articles fast. And now to imagine that was an article that was written fast is just like mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. So it's on essence.com. For those of you who want to see it, don't want to look, wait for the link. Go to essence.com and just use any of the things I use to describe it, and it'll pop up. But you can't just wait for me to post it. And yeah, that was really cool. So anyway, Reverend Mel has access to it. I know she's going to use it, but I feel great about the fact that I've got this standard, the standard bearer in the rubric of the Kwanzaa, that I've got such a strong sense of it. So I'm going to send that out, and hopefully you can catch it. All right, let me see if there's any comments. V King has sparked up the neighborhood. She's saying, what's she saying? This is so nice to have in the description. Chandler's beer is named Nia. Yeah. See, I always mentally, whenever I met someone named Nia or Amani, I would say Kwanzaa. I would always say it to myself. I wouldn't say it out loud. I would be like, your parents celebrated Kwanzaa, didn't they? You know, I might do that now. But as soon as I heard Amani or Nia, I was like, Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa. As soon as I heard those names were funny. So anyway, those are cool. Chandler is V King's niece. It's V King's niece. And he's got a best friend named Nia. That's cute. That's cute. All right, let's see. Anything else from Fee? She's today is Kujichagulia. Self-determination. Self-determination. Let me see if I remember anything from that. Self-determination was about standing up for yourself and letting yourself be the voice. Like I always did it in terms of movies. I got into this. I got way deep into this because in terms of movies, I would always think about self-determination, Kujichagulia. And so I would think about movies in terms of defining how we appear in a film, right? Because I love movies, right? But other people would always be like, what? Say cool, what? What you talking about? What you talking about, man? And I remember this from years. I mean, even New York, like all these years, the same thing happened. So for example, like if someone is like, they dance for some chicken, I was like, ah, man, you need to express some Kujichagulia, some self-determination, and be mindful of what you're putting yourself up for, right? And people will be like, what? What you talking about? You're just dancing for some chicken. I'm like, yeah, but but you got to hold out for that role, hold out for that role. Now you're debating someone else is going to go and do the role. Yeah, yeah, but sometimes you got to hold off. You got to hold off. So that was my the way that I framed it. Cootie Charlie is self determination in terms of our movies, and I've always felt that way. Always felt that way because we take some L's on these movies, but they've been getting better. They've been getting better. Tyler Perry has been doing the most. He just did this. Fee King and I just watched the uh, one eighth, one eighth something. But anyway, it was a military call sign, a true story, a true story of this group of African American female soldiers who were who were uh, I don't want to say equipped. Basically, they try to throw under the bus. They try to throw under the bus. They try to throw under the bus to release the letters that have been gone off for miles and miles. You know, they're put in bags and shuffled into this room, in this long room. And so they did it in 90 days. They got the mail organized. Impossible task. Impossible task. Once you hear all the things they had to fight over, man, you just don't know. You just don't know. So anyway, so Tyler Perry is doing his best. Like he may be doing Medea, but he's also doing the 1/8. I can't quite remember the name of that film, but yeah, he's doing the same thing. He's doing a well-rounded approach. Well-rounded approach. All right. Anyway, so that's that. And let's see. There was something else I want to say. Huh. Oh, that's that. All right, the triple eight six, the triple eight, the triple eight, the triple eight, the six triple eight, the six triple eight. Yeah, that's what we just saw. Check it out, folks. You should definitely see it. You should definitely see it. It's a great film. It's a great film. It's a great film, and uh, and you'll see the social media. Kerry Washington is doing her thing, and I think someone just told me the story that Kerry Washington had decided to quit. She had decided to quit acting. And her last audition was, I'm gonna do this audition, then I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna be done with acting. And her last audition was for Color Girls. For Color Girls. So that's Intozake Shange. And that movie shot her up to where she is now. And that's what it was. Sometimes you gotta keep on giving it all you got. You gotta keep on giving it all. You gotta keep on giving it all. Which reminds me, actually, that's what they say about finance. Because I was reading, I got up at 5 a.m. I got up at 5 a.m. this morning, and I went back to bed. But I got up at 5 a.m. and I read my well, I want to say morning practice, but it's not really that. I've been finding that what helps me generate energy in the morning is reading finance books. I don't know. I mean, if you know me, you'd be like, "What? Seiko's reading a finance book?" Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is, but I've been caught up in the fever of reading these finance books. So I was reading the finance book this morning, and it talked about that. It talked about you've got to not quit. Basically, that's basically it. Basically, don't quit. Basically, don't quit. Now you got to start small and move it up slowly. Oh, can I do this quick quote right quick? Yeah, I got this time to do this quote. Let me just do this quote because this was good. Because I saw it and I was like, yeah, I gotta highlight this one. Highlight this one. So here we go. Here we go. Make sure you realize. No, that's right before that one. Okay. Successful penny stock traders trade their own cash and grow their accounts gradually. And I want to say that again. Successful penny stock traders trade their own cash and grow their accounts gradually. You just have to believe. You've got to believe. You got to believe. You got to believe. And you got to move gradually and use your own money. That takes most people out of the game. That takes most people out of the game because you've got to be willing to put your own money out there and then grow it gradually. And I gotta say, Reverend Mel is doing a great job of inspiring me. She's doing a great job of inspiring me. She said she did something, or she did something. I'm not sure what it was, but she did something. I was like, what? How'd you do that? And I taught her how to be inspired about doing the stocks. And she's teaching me stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get that. And so grabbing all the things that you can, and don't quit. 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 I'll say it one more time. Don't quit. All right. All right. All right. Let me see. What else? Let's see. Let me see. We lived the movie Love Actually. I was up before 5 a.m. and didn't feel energized at all. I meditated and went back to sleep too. Yeah. We actually saw Love Actually. Now I fell asleep. I was not feeling it, but now that she's explained it, I feel like I need to see it again. But anyway, our local movie theater, AMC, because I invested in AMC. AMC taught me all I needed to know about investing. AMC got me to where I am now. Right? But anyway, so Love Actually was a one day showing. I can't even find it on the script anymore. Like it's just one time showing, and it was packed. It was packed. We had to sit in between like some people. Like it was packed. But people love this film, Love Actually. And so I gotta watch it again to see if I can really get it. But Fee King was ecstatic. She's like, oh, what? So I decided to let her go and surprise her. Well, no, let her enjoy the surprise of that movie being at AMC. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she's saying that she's saying her favorite. And don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Do not quit. Do not quit because it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy. And as I've said to you before, I've been a quitter. But not anymore. Not anymore. I've run every day for 726 days. 726 days. Come on now. Every day outside. Come on now. Like I'm rebuilding myself. So Ashe. All right. I'm a little bit over time, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. But yeah, I need to emphasize that. Do not quit. Do not quit. Do not quit. Because you would be surprised at the people who are in Timothy Sykes' multimillionaire journey, because they're talking about people who've not attained like the things that we expect to attain. Like you expect them to be college educated, to have a master's degree, to all these things. But no, you're talking about somebody who was similar to me, was what was it called? The thing that you do at hotels when they get you a nice car and you go, oh, Valet Parker, Valet Parker. He used to do that. And that's it. That's it. That's all the schooling he had. He's a millionaire now. What a millionaire now. So yeah, I'm here. I'm here for it. So remember, now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe, ashe. Enjoy the weekend. I might come back on Monday. I'm not sure. No, I'm not going to come back on Monday because I'm going to use Monday to trade, to trade, to trade, to trade. So, all right, folks, I will see you guys later. And remember to check and see what what camera I might use for next time. This time it was me in a Cadillac museum. Might be something else next time. Might be something else next time. All right, folks. I'll see you later.